Chapter 8 Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tulliver to his feet.
What?
She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
Wait, what?
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
Are they breaking into Perennial Harvest?
With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane.
Go, Gran! Well, Mom. Mom, Gran? Grandmom?
If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Oh, maybe we are on the path to the true ending. That little flourish. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Yeah, no, you were right, Bunnyfish. You were right. It got delayed because they were breaking into Perennial Harvest to save Rollo. That's crazy. All right, we're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Luca's Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Oh, thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We gotta stop him!
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Oh, not fast enough.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Beck, what did you do?
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca.
What did you do?
Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little. Oh, okay, we're gonna go with Malice. We're gonna go with Malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep. Dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. You can call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
I wonder if that was the right answer. What? Well, that was unexpected. Now that's what I'd call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The
That's
crowd
great.
gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance.
Wow. That gave me a very amusing achievement, too.
He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
That is a good ending, but I don't think it's the ending. That would have been quite... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Kingsman, because they did the same thing in Kingsman with the confetti.
That was
An ending.
unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
All right, so that's a ending, but it's not the correct ending. It is a ending, but not the correct ending. Cookie. Delicious cookies. All right, so now, chat, we have options here. One thing I would like to do is... I would like to... I think it's back here. We're going to go do the fishing really quick.
In the past,
Nope,
he found
that's
the
not what
best
I
way to
wanted,
deal with an
actually.
enraged Roxy
I went too
was
far
to
back.
be a little shit.
Nope, I went back to the wrong section. Yep, let me trip over Solomon. Yeah. Hold on. I need to go back to a different one. We're trying to get back to the fishing. This one should do it. Yeah, this one should do it. This one should do it.
Chill for the day.
As we're getting close to the end, I want to see what new fishing stuff I have.
Easy.
Alright, now I should be able to go fishing. Yeah, stay out of trouble. Oh, lordy, we know what happens. So much trouble happens. But yeah, let's go fishing. We should be able to do that. Come on, come on. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Dang it, Rollo. I should be able to do fishing now. Otherwise, we'll have to go to a different spot. Rollo, you're such a dork.
Chap, welcome to. For many years, it wasn't over the net until in the
Alright, so now we should get to the fishing. I probably should have waited until the very end, but no. Really? I can't access the chair? There we go. Now I can.
Whenever Luca saw it, reminded him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I should have some more fishing things to do now. Oh, yes. We have pungent and crooked.
Luca
Pungent.
wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
Cute. I love they put a little fishing mini game in here. A watch. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way. Property of Sharper Valentine. Be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He might not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Wow, that's foreshadowing. And last but
Luca
not
tied
least,
a bent nail onto
crooked.
the line. If all you have is a hammer,
Everything's a nail. A photo? It's a photo of you and Uncle Joseph. Let me see that. Huh. Look at those two young fools. How did it end up in the bottom of the pond? Who can say? Some things are just hard to explain. I miss Uncle Joseph. How come he doesn't come fishing with us anymore? He's busy with his new job at Valentine's. What's the new job got to do with him fishing with us? It's complicated. Like I said, some things are hard to explain. Huh. All right, I believe, since I just got an achievement, that is all of the fishing lures. And give me a moment, chat, because I see that the timer is up for Crafty to become her fox self again. Let's go ahead and switch. There we go. All is right with the world again. All right, so that's all the fishing now. Whew, buddy. All right, so are we going to continue on the Rolo path? Or do we want to try fire and ice? What do you think, chat? What do you think? Should we mess with Sharper's Vial, or should we finish up this path? Because I have a feeling this might not be the true ending. Poke, fire, and ice? Okay. Fire and ice. The other. Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll go through all 3 of them. We've only got 3 left, and we'll go through them all.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
Oh, this one's going to be quick. It'll all make sense soon, Luca. And everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Yeah, this is going to end quickly.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation.
Yep, we're all gonna die.
The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Huh. You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
And thank you, Jen. Yeah, we're probably going to stay on the fox for the rest of the stream. Yep, we're all gonna freeze to death now. Boom.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant.
Wow.
That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
Dang.
In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Wow.
Well, that was dire.
Understatement.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
All right, so that is that part of the tree. That's interesting. I didn't expect the branch with Rolo getting mutated would be the correct branch. 2 more, friends. All right, with a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had that vial behind my back? I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk. I know change is probably the right answer, so we're going to do junk first.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he's drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? it was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Huh, that was sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Always says, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. That's terrible and I love it. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Here we go again. What will happen this time? It. Oh, that's creepy and I love it. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
Yeah, that's a little
Sharper Valentine
disturbing.
was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
Dang. Yeah, I did not expect him to get Thanos snapped.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
Eh.
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
No. Nope. We started this game with change. We started this game with change, and we're going to end it with change, which is really... What a nice way to bring it full circle. Seriously, what a really nice way to bring this full circle. Alright. Wonder Potion with a little change.
I might have tweaked his Wonder Potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can call me a Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a
I'll be kind of
belching
sad if this is like
green
the end.
mist.
I've really enjoyed this game. Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. He looks so grumpy! This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child.
He looks so grumpy! Look at how grumpy he is!
She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, for young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone. The show's over. You may leave. Now.
Epilogue.
Oh, this is the ending. Aww.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable.
So did they reverse Rollo's aging, I wonder?
The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Bunny Fist.
It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Back to that sweater again. Huh. Rolo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. So, is Rolo still Oldo?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom.
Huh.
And now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Huh. I found no use for. Interesting. Well, we're gonna look at achievements after this. Because now I have to re-inspect everything. 'Cause you know how that goes. I'm also amused that I've left that drawer open pretty much the entire game. We never did leave the fridge on, or the fridge open and the water on. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it. Canning is a lot of fun, actually. Oh man, I don't want this game to be over. This is a good one. This is a really, really good one. Eh. Oh, that bittersweet moment when you know that credits are coming soon. What? Yeah, I know, Kindle. Why is his grave gone? Free DLC, really? Well, there's plenty of more stories that I would love to know more about. Like, I'd love to meet Luca's father. Oh, they're planting trees. I hear you and Rolo have big plans for that little tree house. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rolo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Iola's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said that she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. Oh, they didn't reverse it then. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, cause it'll go over his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Huh. I want to know more about all the characters, actually, because there's a whole bunch of stories that we don't know too much about. Like, what happens now? What happens with Sharper? Look at how happy he is! Hey, Gus, how's the tree planting going? Oh, couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Iola and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. You. Yes, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town.
Huh.
But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Aww. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. Huh. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here. This is something I can be proud of. He's so much happier now. Slow and dirty harvest. Oh, fantastic. So you decide on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and dirty harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view is getting greener every day. Nice. This is so precious. Eris? Look at him, he's still grumpy. He's still grumpy. And yes, shine bright. You know, I went through that entire game thinking something sinister was going to happen, and nothing sinister ever happened. I was kind of disappointed. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl off his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Mordwill, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, this child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That's the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Through activities I endeavor to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out whenever we can. I can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Aww. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile, and everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? Oh, I think you're pretty much up to speed. Cute. She was reading the book. Well, one can hope, Shen. One can hope. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend, Patrick C. Montesquieu, a.k.a. William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Ah, so Kerr did get arrested, as it should be. Oh, Dawn, you're awake. Dawn. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to the reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. I'm sorry about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sorta writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in. Can't see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. I'm sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ah, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Oh, a reporter's intuition. Oh, this is so cute. Alright, so I can't talk to the clipboard.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
This is adorable. Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation. For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why is that? I didn't tell you yet? You two are going to fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine. I'll wait. You just got to interject that little bit of humor in there. All right, couple more places to check before we go find Rolo. Melon! You have to do it one more time for old time's sake. Must touch the melon! Alright, we're done. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thank. Just saying hello. Oh, hello then. Mind telling your mom we have a new crate of jam? We need a new crate of jam. Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Cute. Hey, Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he means to say builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something all right. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Alright, we gotta hit the watermelon again. One more scene and then we're gonna go find Rolo.
A bit much, if you...
None Creed.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
Nice. But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they were studying it at the new labs. Did you know that Comeuppance is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, most of the population before perennial harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
That's adorable. Yeah, that's true, Shen, that's true. Oh, I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You can ask Mrs. Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Maybe I'll do that.
The bottom corner her shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read: Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring. I didn't even know you could look at these.
Biological phosphorescence.
Ugh. Like. Complete loss of interest. Yeah, I wonder if this is where the last charm is,
The
maybe.
entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs. Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Not every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. Experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. Wow. Mood, my friends, mood. I wish I could experience this game again for the first time.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple, succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Hey! We just found another charm!
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Ha!
One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Of course, right at the end of the game, I find another charm.
Any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Huh. Alright, well, let's talk to Nuncreed. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. What? You want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. That must be where they moved his grave, maybe? Jeff's wild ride?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come one, come all. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Well, maybe not completely unused.
Oh my god. Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Oh, that's adorable. Guess what? Yesterday, I saw a Dynasties Titius. And that's good? It's great! No, I didn't, Oregon. I never read the bookshelves because I didn't realize you could. I did not realize you could. So no. Nope, we didn't get that one until the very end. Oh, I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Comeuppance is going to become the book capital of the county. Nope, I'm a big old dork that didn't pay attention to that. Huh, they got all this cleaned up. That's one of the charms I never found a use for. Huh. Well, when we wrap this up, because I am doing everything I can to forestall doing this.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over both figuratively and...
Alright, so that's not giving me anything new. I'm just trying to see if there's anything new that we can find, even though this is technically the last bit of the game. We checked a few others in the other... Yeah. Well, we'll do a final wraparound. We'll do a final run-through of all of the options to see if maybe there's another option we didn't take. But I don't even know if I got all the charms. I'm going to have to look at Steam when we're done and see. The place we haven't gone yet is up here. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Luco, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Zariel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Oh, if I didn't know better, I think you're proud of something. As if I know. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Cute. I think that's everything, though. I think we have literally talked to everyone we can. Nope, one more. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swammin' fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I was hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Oh, that's actually really sweet. Ah! A little higher. Yup. That's totally safe. A little lower. Yup. A little higher. Yup. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna. I am not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Fish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. They'll be fine, right? I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck. Alright, so now we gotta go around to everywhere again. Go gather up Beck, and then I have a feeling we're gonna go to the source. I have a feeling this is leading us to the source. And maybe that's why the gravestone wasn't there. Maybe they've moved it back to where it's supposed to be. I'm still mildly surprised that the happy ending is the one where Rolo is aged up. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning, I unpacked my last box. Huh, you're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful like putting down roots. I guess I decided this plate is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Okay. Aww. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. It's about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. Should be okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Aww. I just get to haul a tree around, apparently. That's so precious. All right, let's do this. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. And yeah, we are about to make things right. This is awesome. Aww.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks. I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We probably should give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. I always said the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We are a trio now. Yup. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, God. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Can I ask you a question? You ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I knew he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. You know what, Shen? It's Rolo. I'm not gonna ask questions. It's Rolo. Hey, Dad. Dr. Mojwil says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. It wouldn't have, if you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Aww. Dang. Dang, game. Is the candle going out? No. Hold on. We're going to sit here for a minute. Does the candle burn out? Maybe. Also, does the candle change size over the course of the game? Or am I just putting things on that I'm crazy? I really wonder if the candle's going to go out if we continue sitting here. Because it looks like the candle is gutting itself. I'm sure the can. Okay, so it's not my imagination. Oh, and here we go. Beans and ear wiggles. I don't think the candle's actually going out though. I think it's just flickering. I think it's just flickering. Yeah, it's a loop. Dang. Oh, you have to blow the candle out. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, that is a good ending. So, like always, chat, we will watch the credits just to make sure there's nothing after them. And then we'll go back and see if there's anything we missed. Wow. Dang. And such a small team of people, too. Heck. Yeah, possibly, Bunny Fist, possibly. I mean, Argon said that was a charm that they didn't find a use for, and maybe there are charms that you don't need. But I can't imagine they would do that. I think there is another path we missed. But we got the good ending. Well, the ending. And all the Kickstarter backers. Incendiary? I don't know if I used Incendiary. Hold on. These are all the A's. Yes, I'm looking specifically for a name. I am specifically looking for a name. It's probably going to be in the C's. It's going too fast, unfortunately. Well, I also don't remember what I put my name in as a Kickstarter backer here. Because I think we did use Incendiary. Yeah, this is going too fast. I know my name is in there somewhere. But it's been so long, I don't remember what I put it in as. I might have actually used my real name in this. It's just so many Kickstarters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look through this later. Yeah, I probably did use my actual name. Or some, configuration of it. Look at all these Kickstarters. Look at all these Kickstarters. Real name, Cute Crafty Fox? No. I might have used my, legal name. But I'm gonna have to, like, comb through it because it's going way too fast for me to read it. Ah, thank you for the cookie. Cookies. Delicious. There is something. Wow. Nice kick. Sharper, did you find it? Yeah. I found it. Oh no! Does he actually remember? What? Oh, what? He might actually remember. Interesting. All right, well, let's see if we can see where incendiary. And what was the other one we found? No, there's no other paths. There are no other paths. We have discovered everything. Yeah, indulgent. We'll just choose a random one.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break.
Yeah, we're going to look at all the charms we have. So we've got Succulent, which we don't have a use for. Malice, Sly, Hum, Crooked, Flight, Hard, Accept. We didn't use Accept either. Weep, Pungent. We use Pungent. We didn't use Incendiary that I remember. Huh. So you're right. There are a couple that you don't use. I wonder if those are just there for achievement purposes. Interesting. Yeah, I know, Bunny Fist. It does. It does look like there's another path here. Wacky. Well. Maybe. So that would be what? Second chapter, maybe? Because that's chapter 2, right?
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Huh. What ending was that gave us that glowing text?
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's
Oh no, it was
request.
accept, I
He
think is what we
tightened
had to
it a
do.
while. That's Iggy It wasn't long. Mr. Kirk. A clip. I'll put in a swarm. And
There we go. It was to accept.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request.
I think it's this one.
With a quiet as his finger.
God,
The two
that
silhouettes
music.
were swallowed.
That music. God, who is this Nat person, too? Come on, give me the highlighted words. I want to see exactly what it says.
We have some idea what that would look like. A fierce twinkle flat.
All right, here we go.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow, every step taking him to be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
Okay.
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
Okay, there's a secret here. Maybe that just means 2 extra charms, which is what we have. Maybe 2 extra charms is just what that means. Maybe it isn't like... Maybe this isn't like a secret path we didn't take. Maybe it just means literally there's 2 extra charms you have to find. Maybe it doesn't actually mean anything. Well, I know there's one way to find out, chat. I'm going to pull up Steam real quick. Hi, Yuki. And let's see what we got for achievements. We have 9 out of 10 achievements. Oh, screw you, game. Oh. Huh. Okay. Wow. Okay. It doesn't mean anything. At least not achievement-wise. At least not achievement-wise. Yeah, Boar in a Barn, which is leaving the fridge open. I remember that from the demo. Yeah, Boar in a Barn is from leaving the fridge open. Sorry if that's a spoiler for anybody. But yeah, Boar in a Barn is from the demo. That is from leaving the fridge open. Which I was very careful not to do because I know that gets Graham mad at you. Huh. Well, no, that's it. The only thing we're missing is we're missing the Boar in a Barn achievement. So we 100%ed this game, basically, chat. We 100%ed the game. Dang.
Wait, that's it? I was even no way. Let's go back and find something.
The only thing I can think of, the only thing I can think of is that. That is the only thing I can think of, is that if you start a brand new session, maybe that's what they're saying, that a second time's a charm. Like, maybe if you play it a second time, you unlock something else? Freaking devs and giving me thoughts. Ah, evil. So evil. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of, is that maybe if you completely restart the game, maybe you get something else. I don't know. I don't know. But that's definitely a really awesome game. Like, I'm kind of sad, honestly, that it's done. I am legit sad that it's done, and I really hope that they do some extra stuff, like extra DLC and such.